Alright, let's keep Saturday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called Trapping a Moving Target. It's black to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Alright, so I mean, this check just feels like it kind of has to happen, doesn't it? King here. I guess the king going over here, like, looks pretty safe over there. Do have this check, but then the king goes here. Like, I feel like I don't want the king escaping. So, if I go here, I trap the king. And I'm threatening checkmate. White doesn't really have any imminent threats. Is this a problem at all? No, the bishop has that. What's the material count? Material count looks it looks totally even, except for pawns. Looks like white has 2 extra pawns. But I feel like I have to put a lid on. I feel like I can't let the king escape. That's my initial feeling. And then I feel like I'm threatening this and I'm threatening this. I feel like this is a little annoying after I go here. But this is definitely the thought that I'm having, because I don't think either of these checks do the trick. I feel like if the king gets over here, I don't have a whole lot to do. I feel like I want to trap this thing, and the name of the puzzle is Trapping a Moving Target. I don't think this check does anything, and I don't really feel like either of these do. If I go here, check, I take it. It's hard to calculate everything here, but I feel like I've thought about a lot of the moves, and I feel like I like what's happening. So I'm going to go for this move. Okay, awesome. I think I can probably just go here, sack the rook, because okay, the queens are staring at each other. If I go here, pawn takes, bishop check. I was trying to find a mate here, and I couldn't really find one. The king is forced here if I put the bishop there, and then I've got discovered checks. Yeah, that works. I just go here. So I go, alright, so rook here, king only has 1 move if it doesn't want to take, and then this is mate. So the pawn has to take. After the pawn takes, I have check, king is forced here, check, king is forced back, check, king has to go here, mate, right? That looks good to me. I'm going for it. Awesome. What was I saying? This, right? Yep, this. Pull it back. Oh, the queen can take. Oh no. Oh no. I miscalculated. So, no, because I'm checking. I'm checking with the queen. Yeah, it's a discovered attack. Okay, this works. Perfect. All right, we got one. We got a Saturday. And a tough first move. Very committal, non-forcing first move. We got through it. All right, let's run that back. Cool. So there's 3 checks in the puzzle, I think. Might be more, but all 3 of these look kind of interesting. But the king can just start scooting this way, no matter what I do if I check right now. So the point of the puzzle is to put a lid on the king. Just kind of trap it right here. And white just doesn't really have any good moves. There aren't any good checks. There are a lot of different moves that can happen. White can do literally anything they want. But none of the moves are good. In the puzzle, this is sort of interesting because it cuts my bishop's vision off, and it seemingly cuts my rook's ability to do this off. But so before, by putting my queen here, I was threatening to bring my bishop in, which would have led to checkmate, or bring my rook in, and this kind of deals with both. But now the queens are staring at each other, but I can give a check with my rook, and again, white just doesn't really have a good move. The king's only move is to go here, and this would be checkmate. So the pawn has to take this. And after the pawn takes, it opens up my bishop. And now my bishop can come in, give this check, and this is a nice little mating sequence here. King has to go in the corner, and then I can drop back to here with a discovered attack. So the queen can't take my bishop or anything. So I drop back, king is forced here, then it's forced here, then it's checkmate. And that's the Puzz, baby. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.